How we doing, everybody?
Hola,
Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggy With It. I'm Will.
I'm Audrey.
And what are we playing today?
We're playing ISS Vanguard.
ISS Vanguard. So that is this a bookie here. That is that box back behind us. And that's that box over there and some more books all up. There's lots of stuff with this game. So I did play the tutorial on the channel a couple of weeks ago. So if you want to check that out, if you're not watching live, you can go check that out. Basically runs through the first mission and the first book phase. Did that, of course, so I could learn the game. So that way now when I play with Oddity, it makes it a little bit easier because the whole point of ISS Vanguard is you don't teach the rules to everybody each time. You just need to have one person that knows the rules and can kind of run the game. So for those of you unaware, ISS Vanguard is basically a exploration game with ship management. You're trying to find out about the secret sequence of DNA that is embedded in all humans. And in our last little adventure, we found maybe more species than just that. So we're going to be exploring this universe, or I don't know if it's a universe or if it's just this one Dyson sphere. Not sure because we've only gone through the first mission so far. But we are going to continue to the second mission. So with that said, let's go ahead and we will flip over the camera and we will get into the first. I guess we'll go over what we've got set up here and what we're going to play. So we are going to play with the two characters I didn't play with last time, which is the engineer and the recon. So Audrey will be the recon specialist. And then what's her ability?
It says during a dice check, spend one charge to choose a crew member assisting you and turn one die
Yep.
in the roll pool to any result.
All right. So that means if me and Audrey are in the same location and she assists me, she can use her charges to convert one of my die to anything. And then she gets a jetpack. We only had 4 pieces of equipment to bring. So these are the 4 that we technically bring, which is 2 med kits, jetpack, and then my construction arm, which I don't think is going to come in handy. I don't really need wrenches during this because according to our scan of the planet, we need strength and pickaxes, which I've got pickaxes. And then Audrey has strength. So we should be good there. There's some different biomes. I don't know what those mean. We did put our shields on our lander because it says that we need some shields to land. And then the only other thing the only utility we had was emergency broadcast system. Crew members may discard 1 charge each and move this mod to the awaiting envelope to gain 2 additional supplies. So basically, if we run into danger, then we can spend our little lander mod here, emergency mod, to get 2 more supplies. Right now we started at 6. Might get some from exploring. Of course, what these are used for is for the resting action, which is what brings your dice back over here, or at least half of the dice rounded up. The other option you can have is to exert, which basically means that you take a die out of your pool completely for the game, and that allows you to refresh up to 5 dice. So at a certain point, though, you can't go below 3 total die, but at a certain point, you basically get to exert for free. So that's that. We have our starting cards. We do have 10 cards now instead of, I think in the tutorials, only 5 cards. We have our turn order thingies. We got all of our other dice. Our danger dice are over here. More little injury dice. All that stuff is over there. I think that's it. I didn't paint any other miniatures. From my understanding, Pellucid doesn't need any other miniatures. I mean, the only other miniature we could have had would have been the Space Lander, which I didn't paint, so we'll just use the little cardboard thing. I think it's just to mark where you landed on the planet anyways. So those are minis that kind of don't make sense in the game. Like, same as this one. I don't know why you get the ISS Vanguard one, and I've had to super glue it back together twice. So I'm not sure its actual purpose. With that said, I guess we will go into the first log for the day. So let's go ahead and flip down here, and we will go to our log. So we're going to log number 315.
Vanguard, this is the away team. We are en route to the designated landing zone. All systems nominal. Uplink stable. We should be past the outer layer of debris right about... Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
You seeing this, Vanguard?
Crystal clear, away team. It seems like the long-range scans were right. The planet is gone. If you see no clear approach vector, you have permission to abort.
No, some pieces of the crust look large enough for a touchdown. and we detect anomalous structures among the debris. We could take a look.
Anything you bring back will be invaluable away team. Just don't bite off more than you can chew. There are plenty of other worlds on our list.
Copy that, Vanguard. Plotting the landing path.
All right, so important, this planet introduces the lander, landings, and limited supplies to the campaign. On the lander board, place a marker on the starting space indicated with S on the landing track. All right, so we're going to put that right there on that little S right there, sure. The landing track represents a progress towards the planet's surface. This doesn't have a little place symbol. I don't need to push it towards the... All right, so roll the danger die. There's more than one option available. Choose one. You cannot choose an option you cannot fully resolve. In rare cases where a crew member would gain a fourth injury, ignore that danger sign. Okay, so that says, or I guess we're doing, this is S. Do we do the S die? Or is it going to tell us on the next screen? There is no S. So, all right. So proceed. All right. Oh, here we go. Select the roll results. We got a single. So we got a debris impact. All right. Choose one. Expose the cargo bay. Lose 4 supplies. Reduced by the number of shielding. Which right now we have 4 shielding, so we would actually lose nothing. Brace for impact. Each crew member gains a wounded injury. I don't know why we would do that. We technically can. We've got enough shield. We have 2, 4. We have 4, and that's how much we would lose. So we'll expose the cargo bay. Lose 4 supplies reduced by the number of shields, which is 4, so that's 0. Progress the landing track. Move the marker space 1 to the right. Has the marker reached the landing space? No, it has not. Roll the danger die.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the recon.
Okay,
You're
okay.
trying to recon where we're
Dos.
landing. Dos. Proceed. There isn't a dos. Other. Okay. Progress the landing marker space to the right. Boop. Have we gotten to landing? No. Roll it one more time. Hopefully one more time.
0.
All right, well, that's other, so that would be good. Move it to the right. Continue. Has it reached the end? Yes, it has. You arrive safely at your destination. Important. The planet introduces leads and discoveries to the campaign. If you trigger an effect that asks you to draw a lead before the leads mechanic is introduced, read the leads and discoveries rules in chapter 3 of the rulebook. Okay, thank you. All right. We landed. Where did we land? I figured it was going to tell me where we were going to land. So I'm going to guess we're landing on that spot there, because that's the first spot. Go ahead and put our lander here to show that's where we landed. Let me go there. All right. So I can't read that. Can you read that up there?
It says orbiting shard, though buried in dust and half melted, the artificial structures are clearly visible.
Okay. All right. So on this one, we have to scout the site before we can leave, because we do have this blocking symbol. And so to successfully do it, we need to have our strength, our pickaxe, or a compass. That's a success. Any of the accidents will go towards a failure. Once we get the failure all the way to the end and hit there, then we do have to discard or spend 2 of our die. And then, of course, to get those die back, we'll have to either exert or rest. So that's not good. So I guess I'll go first so I can show Abdi how it's done. So I've got the start token, or technically I have the ISS Vanguard. And we have 2 actions per turn. So I've got 2 actions left. So I'm going to go ahead and try to accomplish that. So we need pickaxes.
Strength.
How many we need total? 5, right? There's 4 blocks plus the finish, so 5 total. So I will do a pickaxe. The dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 total. So I got my pickaxe. This is a wild. This allows me to reroll my red. This allows me to change any plus into a pickaxe. So that's actually good. So I think I'm just going to roll everything. Roll it all. Why not? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and roll. All right. So I got a Vanguard. So that is 1 success. I got 2 more Vanguards. That's 1, 2, 3 successes. And then I've got 3 just X's. So let's go through and
But
make
see, this one is different.
That's because these are the default die, and this is my pickaxe die.
Oh.
So what Oddity noticed was these two don't have the dot, or have dots in the corners, and this one doesn't. And that's because this is my pickaxe die. These are my default die. All right. So choose the dice, did that. Add injury, didn't need to do that. We rolled the dice, did that. Modify the results. All right. So we currently have 3 successes. I need 5 total, right? So, you have the well, actually I have this. I have the convertibility, so I'm going to go ahead and play this card, which gives me the convertibility, which converts these into pickaxes. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's that there. So now I'm going to spin these 4 dice, and I need to spend any other dice that I have. So that's that. All right. And now we get to read, what is that number?
What number?
Underneath my thingy that I did there. 210.
Go to log 210. See.
210. All right.
Vanguard, this is away team 1. My sensors are picking up some electromagnetic activity among the rubble. I'll try to reach it.
Be careful, away team. This planet looks too much like a battleground. You should expect danger and...
Okay, got it. It's just a small shard of some metallic magnetized casing. Nothing too exciting.
We'll tune your sensors to the magnetic signature of this shard. This should help you find other similar parts.
Roger that, Vanguard.
All right. So we gain 1 alien tech lead. I don't know how we record that we gained an alien tech lead. Because we didn't do that during the tutorial. Oh, token leads, tech leads. 1 alien tech lead. Okay, so that's in here. Let me just double check how we do tech leads. So that way we can figure out how we do tech leads. Tech leads, tech leads, tech leads. Nothing in here talks about tech leads. Well, that's great. Glossary, charges, sections, tech. No, that's tech level. I think it's just random. I think you just grab one out of the bag. There we go. Leads. All right, here we go. Lead tokens represent clues that guide crew members toward discovery at the beginning of Planetary. All 20 lead tokens are placed into lead bag. Whenever instructed to gain 1 or more lead tokens, randomly draw 1 out of the bag and place them 1 by 1 in order of your choice on top of the corresponding discovery deck. If there are no leads in your bag, you cannot gain any more leads. At this moment, lead tokens have values between 0 and 3. Oh, we have to do our discovery decks. This is a part of the setup that they didn't, and it didn't tell me whether I was supposed to shuffle these. So we will say no.
Oh, those are far.
Oh, those are very far. Put them down here. All right. Okay. So now we gain a tech lead. And I did put these in coin capsules so they make clinkety sound. All right, so we got a 1 blue. I don't know if it has to be the color matching. It didn't seem like it was supposed to be. All right, let's go through the rest of it. All right, for example, you're instructed to gain 1 tech lead. You draw a lead token from it. Place it on the alien tech discovery deck. When the total value of the leads on a deck is 3 or more, place all lead tokens on the deck by the side of the bag, then gain the top discovery card. The lead token has a recycle icon on it. Put it back in the lead bag instead of placing it next to the bag. Note, this could mean that you place 1 token to gain a discovery, then place another token to gain another discovery. Lead tokens may also have additional instructions on them. +1 card. When this lead token is placed on the deck, crew member chosen by the science section player draws 1 section card. +1 charge. When this token is placed by a discovery deck, the crew member chosen by the science section player adds 1 charge to their crew board. And Audrey is science. So Audrey is purple and pink. In the you control 2 sections. So you control the purple and the pink. I control the blue and the yellow. So you make those decisions because you're science. Whenever you gain a discovery in any way, if there's any lead tokens on that deck, place those lead tokens next to the bag or back in the bag. They have the refresh icon on them. Okay. Well, wait for new things that they didn't teach us about in the tutorial. All right. Oh, and it's going to tell us here. Leads are small pieces of alien technology. Gain 1 lead from the lead bag. So I drew 1 when they're on the discovery deck. Each lander has a different maximum number of discoveries. So this one can do 5 discoveries. Some leads also have special one-times effects. Please note the global conditions of this planet allow you to gather more leads when checking your rolled die for dice combinations. Also keep in mind any dice combination on the global condition card, they affect every roll on the planet. So where's my lead? Okay, so we have 1 lead. So we have strange flora, we have mineral, we have microorganisms, we have live specimens, and we have alien tech. So which one would you like to get?
Let's get flora. Strange flora.
Oh, no, we got to get the 3 first.
Aye.
Right. Now here, this does say that whenever we spend a pickaxe, which technically I spent 3 pickaxes because I turned them into pickaxes, or do I have to spin that to do that? The global condition of this planet allows you to gather more leads. When checking your rolled dice for dice combination, also keep in mind any dice combinations on the global condition card. They affect every roll on the so it's every roll on the planet is affected by that. So I rolled 3 pickaxes. So technically we already have so I get 3 mineral leads. Right? So I get 3 mineral leads. So 1, 2. This is a 0, so that doesn't count as anything. But that was a +1 card, so I did get to draw a card. All right. Proceed. Place the card in your sector with P110. All right. P110. 22. P110, P110. All right, there we go. So this goes in the place of that. So take us out. Wink. All right. I guess we could read it before we put it there.
It says melted city space.
Mm-hmm.
A civilization once bloomed here, but ended abruptly by a fiery inferno. Many of the remains are covered in thick layers of ash and volcanic rock.
All right. And then what's our thing?
It says the pickaxe
and
and
eyeball.
And this is, I don't know what it is.
It's an eyeball thing.
Oh, the eyeball.
Webcam? I don't know.
Gain 2 alien tech leads. If it is 2,
2
red die and 1 blue, gain 1 alien tech lead. Roll any die. Is that any die?
Yeah, that happens. I don't know when that one activates. So it's got a red danger on the bottom, but it doesn't say how you activate that one. And if you gain 2 tech leads, you automatically gain 1. So you gain 3 if you have an axe and an eyeball. Yeah, I'm not sure how this one activates because it's showing roll
Maybe
the
that
danger
one's
die. Normally it'll say something up at the top. See right there. This says when you roll the accident die, then do the red one, right?
Oh.
Oh, this one here, same thing. Oh, I guess if you get absolutely nothing, if you completely
any
fail,
of those combinations?
yeah, if you completely fail, then you do that. But the thing is, that would never happen on this one because you're just doing 2 red and a blue. As long as you have 2 red and a blue,
It is gonna be
it's gonna be
red
okay.
and a blue.
Yeah, because it's just automatic successes because you're just spending those die. So, yeah. But that's as far as this planet can be explored. So now it's just used to get more pieces for our research. All right. So that was my first action. So then for my second action, oh, hang on, we're still doing the stuff close.
Come in, away team. We have something you really should see.
Yes, Vanguard, we read you.
Our AI analyzed the data you gathered while scouting these ruins. It does seem there was an advanced civilization living on the planet. However, your current area was subject to extreme temperatures, irrecoverably damaging most artifacts.
Tell us something we don't know, Vanguard. The rocks here melted like butter.
The point is, not far from your position, there's a cluster of underground structures, maybe shelters of some kind. If you want to find anything more than charred pieces of tech, the AI suggests you go there. But
There's always a but, isn't there?
well, our military advisors disagreed with the AI. They warned us the crystal had something to do with the death of this planet, and they say we should investigate one of the crystalline arms before we attempt anything else.
Understood. Leave it with us, Vanguard.
So find mission card M23. M23. It's in 10. M23. Right. M23. Place it face up on the empty outline on the right side of the planet and read it. You now have 2 missions, one marked
I can
optional.
see if I place it first.
You wouldn't complete any optional missions for your landing to succeed, but they're often more profitable or allow you to locations you want to see. Oh, I forgot. We were supposed to have mission 21. Should have mission 21 when I set up the board. There it is, mission 21.
Mm-hmm. So that one goes here.
Yeah, so yeah, we basically have two missions. So this is the main mission, and this is the optional mission. I guess we'll just select that. Oh, I forgot to do the unique discoveries too. I'm very bad about setting things up. 2 and 3. The tutorial spoiled because the tutorial walked me through all of that originally. But can be profitable, allow you to advance location. Oh, you want to see? Okay. So the original mission, mission 21, among the ashes, the broken world offers few surviving landmarks, but a large cluster of potentially interesting structures stands not far from the landing zone. We must comb the area inch by inch. Objective: fully explore the sector with this funny looking spiky symbol thing. Oh, here, 5, number 5. We got to go here. So we need to fully explore this sector. That's our main mission, is to go there, fully explore that sector. All right. The new one, the optional one that they gave us, which is number 23. Vanguard's AI thinks the ruined shelters are our best chance of learning more about the denizens of the world. However, military says no. Objective: learn more about the crystal in Sector 2, which is right there, and or learn more about the people of this world in Sector 3, which is that there. Completion, when you have unique discovery 2 and 3, discard this mission and gain 1 success token. This one, when you fully the objectives, you will be asked to discard this mission. Okay. So, yeah. So that one gives us success tokens, basically, when we do that. It gives us unique discoveries and success tokens. All right. So that is that. All right. So I have the second action. So I guess since we gotta go up here anyways, I guess I'll head that way. So in order to move, to travel, I either need to spend one of my dice, or roll the danger die. I guess since I could go up there and I could rest on my next turn, I'll just spend one of my die. And that allows me to go up here. And then that is the end of my turn. So end of my turn, draw an event and end turn. Oh, guess what I don't have?
The events.
The events. Or the injuries. Or our rank up mission. So these are injuries. I don't know if they're, oh, they're not shuffled. You can do one like every other type shuffle. Yeah, I definitely didn't set everything up correctly. I still am not over this call. It just does not want to go away. All right. So, all right. So get that, got that. I feel like we're supposed to have a rank up card too. But it didn't tell us to have a rank up card. But I feel like you need a rank up card, otherwise how do you rank up during the mission? So that's a tutorial setup. Resetting your game. Yeah, there's no section that talks about setting up for your second planet. Dice checks, starting a log, choose your classes. Planetary Exploration, recon, 2 actions, no. Choose, wait, set up the planet board, okay. Open, place the tutorial rank up. But that's the tutorial, we're not playing the tutorial anymore. So what rank up do we play now? Yeah, it's saying shuffle the tutorial card, shuffle this, shuffle that. So where's the mission 1, like when you start playing the game? Chapter 3 campaign, number 27. All right. Check the ship, do all that stuff. Gather components. L. What's L? Tutorial rank up card. We already did the tutorial rank up card. But when do we get new rank up cards? Do we have to earn the new rank up cards? This is the best time. Playing a game, learning a game in its infancy, remembering rules you forgot, learning rules during the game. So good. Setting up the planet might be in the binder section. Maybe. So I feel like we should have a rank up. Well, there is no rank up thing. In the tutorial, there was a rank up at the top. There wasn't a rank up in this one. All right, here we go. Ship book. Resuming a saved game. We're not doing that. Bridge. Generate command. Check situation. Reveal situation. Prepare the scanner. Go to the star map. Page 5. Research laboratory. You can move that. That's fine. Thank you. Is unloading. There we go. Begin planetary exploration. Prepare the planetary report. If there's a planetary sheet, current planet records, card tray B, start it, step 1A. Not do step 1B. Populate the right side of the planet board with the indicated unique discoveries placed in the game. Populate the right side of the planet board with the list of mission cards and global condition cards. There is no global condition card because we haven't done any time yet. Place the lead bag, did that. Shuffle all 5 discovery decks separately. Oh, we never did discover. Those should be shuffled. So all the
just
discovery,
between them,
all
together.
No. All the orange, all the yellow. Place the injuries deck next to the event deck. If it doesn't take it from prototype. Place the injuries deck. Okay, we did that. Disembark. Take the rank up cards. Here we go. Take the rank up cards from tray A, shuffle them, draw 2 at random. As a group, choose them and place it incomplete side up in the indicated space next to the lander board. Oh, it's on the lander board. Okay, gotcha. Figured it out. All right, so I need to shuffle these. If there are no more rank up cards in tray A, take all rank up cards that were removed from the game, shuffle them to create a new rank A. Players divide personal equipment cards and mission equipment cards between them. No crew member may carry equipment cards for another section. Each crew members take place and turn the crew member board, available slots. Each crew member draws their section cards. Recon player chooses a crew member to receive the start location. Follow the rules in chapter 3 and then store this ship book. All right. So we have 2 rank up cards and we'll decide which one. All right. We're figuring it out. We'll figure this out eventually. Those dice look cool. Hey, Rick. Yeah, no, I like these dice. I'm glad I didn't get the upgraded dice, because a lot of people got the upgraded dice and they weren't very well done. They weren't as translucent because they wanted to put this like swirly galaxy thing. So the green and the blues came out like really bad in some people's, and you couldn't tell the color difference between the two. So I'm kind of glad I didn't upgrade the dice because normally I deluxify everything. All right, so our 2 rank up missions. At the end of the planetary exploration, flip this card if you have at least 5 discoveries on your lander board. Okay. This one, at the end of the planetary exploration, flip this card if all crew members have 1 or fewer injury. Why do I feel like we're going to get a lot of injuries? I think we'll go with this one. We'll do this one. All right. So I did that, did my second action. Okay. I was doing my event card.
You're still in your turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to do my event card. There we go. Event card. Here we go. What are the icons? I have this weird round thingy and this weird round thingy. So it's a round thingy with a round thingy. Oh, round thingy with a fan, and then the mountains. So no mountains, no fans. No. Okay. So perilous overlook. You may roll the danger die to refresh 2 of my die. So I can. Oh, hang on. If no icons match, discard this card, progress all. No, hang on. None of them match, so I don't get to do that. And it says progress the time track by 1. So basically when this gets to the end, then we're going to add a different global thing because like the weather's getting bad. Remember this asteroid planet's falling apart. So I'd imagine once this time gets here, it's going to make it more difficult for us because it's falling apart. Right? So I pass the first player or the marker to Adri. So you have 2 actions. So you can explore there, you can come down here, you can come up with me. And we're trying to do that. That is our objective.
So if I come here, how does it help that? It does not.
Do we like or hate weird round thingies? Did I say weird round things?
Yes.
When did I say weird round things?
You said for this.
Oh, the weird round thingies. Oh, yeah. So if you want to go up to me where I am, if you want to try to do this one, then you will have to spend any one of your die. So first though, you want to look to see what this needs to do. So you need a computer icon. This allows you to get the best reward. The yellow is the best reward.
Where do I need a computer icon?
Right there. See the computer icon?
See, I see it, but
for this one. You don't have it, but again, the Vanguard can count as a computer icon. You gain 2 alien tech leads, which are these ones here. If you don't, but you use 1 red and 1 blue, then you gain 1 success token and unique discovery 2. And we replace the card with P1.
Discovery 3, I read.
Huh?
3.
3 what?
Discovery 3, not 2.
Where? Oh, Discovery 3.
No?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Unique Discovery 3. That one.
So
2 is down here. Yeah, 3's up there. So you need, if you just want to get the bare minimum, you need a red and a blue die.
And one of those is going to have the computer too?
No. This one can be the computer, or any one that has any Vanguard symbol can be the computer, or maybe you can use your cards to make a computer. So, but you need to figure out which die do you want to get rid of to go up there. I would say probably one of your greens, because you don't need it to do that objective.
Okay.
And then go right here for your spit pile. There you go. Yep.
And I draw all that?
No, that was your first action. Now, to do that, the minimum you need to roll is a red and a blue. It's your choice if you want to roll more. But remember, if you roll all of your die, the only way to get them back, half rounded up, is to rest, which costs us our resources, which we currently have 6 resources. Actually, I should
what if
probably
I
slow
do
this down
3?
so they can see we have 6 resources.
So 1 of each color. If I get 1 of each color and I get the Vanguard symbol, then that would be the computer. But if I don't...
Yes, if you do 1 red, and you do, well, what cards do you have?
It says during a dice check, reroll 1 blue. Okay, I can reroll 1 blue.
Okay.
Then it says here, I don't know what. This below says any die, roll 1 die from your spent pool and add it to your roll pool. So,
well, this is if you want to do that particular thing. Otherwise, you can do the top. The top is the normal card. So this one, during a check, you can re-roll a blue.
Yeah.
So say you rolled the blue and you didn't get a
computer.
You didn't get the Vanguard symbol, right? You could re-roll the blue, right? This one, during the dice check, you can move 1 die from the roll pool to the owner's spent pool to turn 1 other die into a X result. You don't need an X result, so that's not going to do you any good. But this one could. So yeah, you could roll your blue, and then your red,
and then I can re-roll to see if I get the Vanguard, or should I use that one?
I mean, it would up your odds. It's just whether or not you're going to come down here and do this green and red one. But you have to spend.
I will have
movement.
to come back again here.
Yeah, and you're going to spend more movement that way
no,
too.
I'm going to go there. So
she's
just these 2?
Yep.
See?
Good. Oh, yeah. I mean, technically, I can assist you. No, I can't. I have no die. Oh, 2 Vanguards. So that is a perfect roll for Oddity. All right. So you got 2 Vanguards, which means one is a computer. So you put that there. And then you have to spin your die to do that. All right. So technically you're only having to spin 1 die because you're doing that top option, but this gets spent anyways. The only reason you're not supposed to do that right away is because you could use this for something else, but in this particular case, you're not going to do anything else. There we go. So you get to get two tech leads. So 1, and you get +1 charge. This doesn't count as this counts as 0 leads, but you do get +1 charge. There you go. All right, and then we do the bottom thing, which says we get a success token, right? So we get 1 success token. And then it says we replace that with, you get discovery 3.
3.
We got a discovery. So discovery 3 is Scorched Records, Planetary Exploration. When you gain this card, each crew member draws 1 card. Oh.
From here?
Yeah. We each gain 1 card. I guess we can go above. Oh, no, you can't go above your hand limit, though. So you will have to discard a card.
Card limit is just 2?
Right now, because we're still rank 1, yeah, it's 2. So I got to re-roll a red, re-roll a blue, re-roll a red. Oh, I got 2 of the same card. That's easy for me.
I got this one reroll, 1 green.
Well, you have a lot of greens left. You don't have many blues, so maybe that one discard for now. I mean, again, you'll get them again. Right here, sure. Discard. You'll get them again. All right, and then we need point of interest 112. What I wish they would have
Are
done.
you still hot?
I'm warm. I'm not hot anymore. All right. So we found the resupply depot. The crystalline arm extended far into space can be supplied directly from the Vanguard. If we're desperate enough to order an emergency drop. You must discard 1 success token to perform this action. Oh, that's not good. If we get a injury icon, then we replace this with card P000 and we gain nothing. But if we do 2 of any die and get no injury icons, then we gain 3 supplies and we replace card with P000. So either way, it goes to nothing else to find here. But this is a way for us to gain 3 supplies. That's actually pretty good. So, all right. But to do that, to gain those 3 supplies, we have to spend our success token. So that we would want to do, like if we start running out of supplies, we need to run over there and get that done. All right. So that is your second action. So draw an event card. All right. Are you on a circle thingy with the person in a crosshair? No, you are not. So no icons match. Discard this and increase our time track. All right. Well, that was not good. This comes over to me. All right. So we refresh our turn thingies.
These things?
Yeah. Ezra, I don't know what symbol that is. Ezra did. Might be wrong, but I think you can only use a die for 1 action on a card. I've been wrong before. No, you can use as many die as you need. So like on my first one, I was able to get the 5 symbols I needed to complete that total thing. But either way, I only needed 1 die anyways. So. All right, so now it is my turn. I have no die, so I have to use a rest action, which is going to use 1 supply. That will allow me to refresh, what have I got? I got 6 die, so I'll be able to refresh 3. So we're not doing that yet. I guess we're going to go over here. So I need at least 1 die to be able to move, and I don't know what I'm going to need over there. So I think I'll do my Vanguard because that makes the most sense, right? Because it's my Vanguard because I get two wilds on that one. They said there were going to be a lot of pickaxes, so I'll get my pickaxe. And since I don't know what else, I guess I'll do my green. That way I have one of each color. Yeah, so that was my first action. Oh, plus I get to draw a card. Reroll any die. I like that one better. These ones are restricted to the color. I can refresh one die if I get a plus symbol. This allows me to draw 2 cards. Run one die for my spin. Oh, this one's good. I think I'll replace this one with this one. All right. So we did that. That was my first action. Second action, I'm going to travel to here, which does cost me a die or roll a danger die. I need all 3 of my die. So I'm going to risk it. I'm going to roll a danger die. Kevin says, gotcha. But it was jackpot for her amazing roll. Oh yeah, jackpot. Audrey normally her rolls are not so bueno, so that was like really good. I got nothing, which means no danger. Technically, rolling that danger die might actually be the better way to move around because we're playing on A. The danger die we roll is A. And on A, the only time you gain a wound is if you get the double symbol. If you get the single, you just have to exhaust a die. If you get the triple or the quadruple or the blank, nothing happens. So technically, this is the better way to move. I don't know why I had you spend a die earlier. All right, so we're going to go to log 15.
Amor, can I un poquito menos higher?
The scans were correct. There are several interesting sites in this sector.
That was it. Oh, that was funny. Find all 3 P1113 cards, place a random one on this sector, and return the rest to the card tray. Reminder, the sector is fully explored when we get to the finish sign, the flag. So 113, 113, 113, 113. So 3, there are 3 of them, right? Yeah, 3. All right. So 3, 113. All right, so we're going to put that one there. Oops, I guess I should read it to you guys first. All right, so we found the medical wing. The ruin facility contains a bewildering plethora of organic remains and biological hazards. Adequate protection is advised. Well, that doesn't sound good. Inspect the remains, okay. If you have no shields, I can convert greens into shields. In your roll, we do the red thing, which we gain an exhausted injury. So we have to go through the injury. Oops. Did I mess this over? Oh, I did.
You told me to.
I know. That's my bad.
take it.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were different.
I thought that's what you wanted, injured and
Yeah, but
wounded.
it said just put the injuries near the thing. It didn't tell me there were multiple types of injuries.
So there
Right.
are 3 types:
Critically wounded,
burned, and wounded.
There's an exhausted one in there somewhere too.
So
It might be 4.
all panicked.
Oh, panicked. Okay, there's lots of injuries. Okay.
So all separate.
Yeah, I'll separate. I think. Do I need to go back to the starship book? Hold on, before you finish doing that, hang on. Where's our planet setup page? Loading. Place the injuries deck to the right of the board. It says injuries deck.
They are all injuries.
But it didn't say to shuffle them. It doesn't say injury decks.
Then it's just one altogether.
But should they be shuffled? Oh, no, they are different. Because here it says gain a wounded injury. Okay, yeah, so they should be separate. Because it's going to tell us what injury to gain. All right. We'll finger this thing out. Lot more than 3. Oh, Joe says there's a lot more than 3.
Yes.
Well, we lost a message. Oh, Kevin said message redacted. I guess because I found the answer, so then Kevin took his answer away. All right. So, yeah, but you don't shuffle it. You look for the right one. Yeah, no need to shuffle. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I went to re-verify on the danger card just to double check. The tutorial was good. But in my opinion, the tutorial did you wrong because it didn't show you these extra things. And I get it because they didn't want to introduce it all. But then like
I didn't shuffle very well.
Pellucid should have been another quasi tutorial. Like it should have been like tutorial part B, in my opinion, with all the new stuff. That's just me. All right. So yeah, so we don't have a shield, then we're going to get a exhausted injury. If we get a pickaxe and an eyeball, we get to gain 1 live specimen. If we roll a green plus any other die, then we get to go to log 32. No matter what happens, we go to log 32. So it's an auto success situation there. So technically, with those auto successes, if you don't mind getting the injury, you could pretty much cheese it, right? You could cheat it just by saying, I'm just going to not roll any die and gain the injury.
Okay, so where do we put all these?
They got to come back over a key. All right, so we need the event deck, the discard pile, injuries, mass injuries.
Existent has a lot.
Well, it says deck. Like technically, we can just stack them on top of each other and then just dig through. W P. Let's do alphabetical.
E F B B.
C. B C.
On top or
On top. B C
E?
E F P W X Y Z.
We are so smart. We know
We're
the
so smart.
alphabet.
We know the alphabet. Well, Audrey's really smart. She knows the alphabet in quattro languages. All right. So that was my first action was resting. My second action was traveling. That was the end of my turn. All right. So I get to draw an event card. What am I on? Oh, I got 2 symbols now. My card has a symbol. Oh, dang it. I need a person in the crosshairs, nope, or a leaf.
Mhm.
Is that a leaf? No.
Mountain. No. Oh,
That's a
on the-
crystal. That's a crystal symbol. Okay. So I get neither one. No icons match this. Move the time track. All right. So far, our events have been very uneventful. All right. So Audrey's turn. You can come over there and investigate with me.
Yeah.
All right. You gonna roll your danger die to come over? Or are you gonna? Well, you don't want to spend a die because you need them for your thing. Do you have shields? No, you don't have any shields, do you? No.
Oh, no.
All right. So one means you do need to exhaust a die. Not your Vanguard. I'd keep your Vanguard.
Well, I can reroll on red one. On green
Well,
one.
but you need 1 green and you need 1 of anything else. I would say you want to keep your Vanguard so that way you can maybe get these 2. Oh, well, you need a shield too, but you can't get a shield. Yeah, I would, and you can re-roll a green.
Yeah.
This will allow you to refresh 2 if you roll the strength. You can refresh 2 green, but you only got 1 green in there. During a dice check, move 1. To an X, which doesn't help you. That gives you a strength. Reroll 1 green. I don't know.
No, no, either.
Well, you don't need the compass. So I would just say yeah, get rid of the compass, I guess, because you can't convert a compass. Most you could do is convert it to so just discard it. All right. So that was your first action. Right? And then for your second action, roll your die.
This 2.
Yep. What can I do? Spend 1 charge to assist a crew member in any sector. So I can technically help you if you want. All right. So you got a hazard.
That's not bueno.
And you got a
strength.
So strength will let you refresh 2 of your greens, which just means you get to put them back over here. And then this allows you to re-roll 1 green. So I'm going to spend... well, I don't need to spend a charge. We're in the same sector. So I'm going to assist with my pickaxe. I don't have an eyeball, though.
So do I put it back?
No, they stay. Here, you just need to put them here so we know what you've rolled. All right. Because you can change those too. So hang on, do I assist before or after Okay, yeah, so I assist at the same time. So we don't modify dice until after I assist. So I'm going to roll my Vanguard, my double Vanguard. You can re-roll your green, so you definitely want to re-roll that green because that's your double Vanguard. So I'm going to roll my double Vanguard and my pickaxe.
But I want to see something.
All right. All right, so I got a Vanguard and a pickaxe. So we need a pickaxe to get the yellow. And we need a Vanguard for the shield. So technically I have a shield or the eyeball. So now you
Reroll.
can, yeah, use your card. So you're going to use this card to modify and re-roll your green.
Be nice, be quick.
Nope.
Ugh.
Other crew members in the same sector may assist by playing one of their section cards. During a dice check, re-roll. All right, so I'm going to use this. Re-roll it again. That's your double Vanguard. Still can't get a double Vanguard.
Come on, come on.
Another failure.
So what happened?
I think we can only use one card. One. Yeah, we can only play one card. I can't do this. What about your ability?
Spend one charge to choose a crew member assisting you and turn one die in the roll pool to any
That
resource.
doesn't help me because that's perfect. What you could do if we don't want to get the resource, technically if we don't want to fail, we have a shield, right? We have a shield. Oh yeah, that'll work. You can turn this to the double Vanguard. Yeah, spend one of your charges. Because then we can turn this to the double. Now we got the double.
Ah.
So now we will spend, we're going to do this top one. So that's this plus one Vanguard symbol plus one Vanguard symbol is our shield. So we've successfully done it with my dice. Right?
Gracias.
So that means we get to gain one live specimen. I'll let you draw. Since you spent your charge to do this. And that's a live specimen. So
Zero.
yeah, I don't
Penny.
I don't like the zero. So that just goes back in the bag. Yeah, it says it's just a refresh. It just goes back in the bag. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, why have a zero with a refresh on it? That was kind of a waste of a live specimen discovery. Like, I wonder if you're supposed to make it a 1, though. Oh, no, hang on. It's gain one live specimen discovery. We gained this. Okay, we gained this. All right, so we gained a discovery. So earlier, was I supposed to gain one? No, it's tech leads. This was tech leads. Okay. That one we gained the actual discovery. Okay, so what we got was an ultra rare live specimen, ancient shapeshifter. Ship management. When unloaded, you may discard this card to exchange one die in each section's compartment with any die available in the box. So we can swap out our dice to make them better. This is kind of bad to get very early in the game because I don't know which ones we need. Oh, you could have played more cards. Yeah, Joe said you could have played more cards, but that's fine. Your charge made it so we won. Okay, so you spent yours, I spent mine.
And when do we get them back? We have to.
You have to rest or you have to exert yourself. Exert means that you have to discard one die permanently from the game, from this game. That's fine. All right, and go to log number 32.
Voice log 13F.
I'm entering the underground. The charred walls seem to absorb the light. Starting to regret that I went in alone. There are remains here. Dozens of bodies in many strange shapes and sizes. It's bewildering and upsetting. I look over my shoulder and half expect one of them to move. Some cadavers show signs of major bionic and cybernetic modifications.
Ooh.
They must all belong to different species. All surviving equipment seems adapted to various operators of different body shapes. How did so many intelligent species end up on one planet? We haven't found any proof that this was a spacefaring civilization. I'm leaving the place. There's nothing more for me to see, but I have several questions for later. Did all these species evolve on this planet simultaneously, or were they brought here somehow? How did they manage to live together peacefully? We should be on the lookout for more clues, especially something that could hold any pieces of their communication.
All right. You see another interesting place in this area. Remove this card from the game. Replace it with another random P113. So this goes adios. Yeah, it's my adios. Technically, it doesn't matter which one of these you grab because it's kind of random because I'm just grabbing one. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys what it was. Buried signal. This mountain of charred rubble comes alive as beacons like signal sounds deep within it. So this is a special action, which we can only perform once per turn, but it also requires us to roll the danger die to perform it. This one, if we get a pickaxe, we get the yellow outcome, which there's only 2 or 3 total that we need, and then we gain 2 alien tech leads. If we get any other die, we use any other die, spend any other die, we need 5 of those total, and then we go to log 22. So basically, because I got the pickaxes, if I use my pickaxes, then we can get some alien tech leads. All right. When you draw leads from the bag, they go onto the discovery deck until you get 3. Then all go out of the game except for the ones that recycle symbol. They go back in the bag. Okay. So even these ones that are zeros, we had to leave out here. So.
I don't see.
Yeah, but the count is 0, right? Because it's a 0. It's not 3 leads. It's a 0 lead, right? Because it's still got to be the number 3 to successfully get that lead. A 0 is a 0, right? That was the part that was weird, was the leads when I read about that. Token leads have value between 0 and 3. You know, and the total value is 3 or more. Yeah, so the 0 is a 0. All right. 0 is on 0. 0 is on 0. Okay. So that was your one action moved you in there. Second action was to complete that, right? All right. So we get to draw an event card for Audrey. So what do we got now? We have the crystal thingy. And we got, I don't know what that other thingy is. Oh, that matches.
The mountain.
It's kind of a mountain thingy. I wish they would have made these different colors. They really should have made these different colors to make them stand out. It's like, I mean, technically I could do it too, but that would require me to go through the entire game to color them all. All right, so it does match. Faint clues. Chasing this lead will require a lot of work and equipment. You may pay 1 supply to gain 2 leads of any type.
What do I have to do with what?
So we could spend
Pay 1 supply?
We could spend 1 supply, and it would give us 2 more leads. So we would draw 2 more tokens to hopefully means that we could get some more leads.
So we need 1 more for this?
We need 1 more for that one.
2 for this
2,
and 3.
Yeah, well,
2 for
that one. We're at 5 supplies right now.
What happens if we don't have, if we get rid of supplies?
If we run out
die.
of supplies, no, we don't die. It just means the only way we can refresh our dice is to exert, which means we'll lose a die until we get down to 3 die. And then we basically are trying to do everything with 3 die. I think we're almost done this mission. This is the main mission, remember, is completing that. All this else is extra stuff we can do. And we can do it now or we can do it later. We could come back to the planet and do this again. You can always come back to planets later. Once you know, and everything stays how you had the planet set up. So I don't think it'd be bad to spend 1 supply. I mean, we're at 5.
Okay.
I mean, remember, we have that too, remember, where we can get more. All right, so we spin that, so we get 2 leads. Come on, something higher than a 0.
Oh, no.
Well, put it on.
Can you draw?
Nope. We spent one supply for nothing.
No.
Nothing. But nothing. All right, so flip over. Flip over. Queens. Ooh. All right. So, well, we got to keep doing that. So I'm going to, well, I only have one die though. And I need to get an axe to succeed. You know what? I should have rolled this. I forgot I had that ability. I could have converted this into a shield. We still, we succeeded. Oh, I don't have enough to, one die isn't enough to really do anything, right? I mean, if I do one, I would be able to complete a green section. But I'd rather do an axe. Oh, I can do this. I can use my card. Roll one die from my spent pool and add it. So I could actually roll this. If I rest, then I get to draw another card, but we do lose another supply. You're going to have to rest too because you have nothing. Or is exertion better this early because then you get all of your die back? Arguably removes them from the bag temporarily. Well, yeah, you're right. So the more you explore, the more chance you have of getting the higher numbers. Just we got all the zeros first. All right. If I exert, I do have to get rid of one die. I think I'm going to exert. I don't want to spend our supplies right now. I'd rather get all of my die back than one. So I do need to get rid of one die permanently. I don't want to get rid of my green. I got an extra blue. So I'm going to get rid of my blue. So this goes back into my section box, but then that allows me to refresh 5 dice. All right. And so I'm going to roll, I need the pickaxe. I'm going to roll my Vanguard. And you don't have anything to assist me, so. Well, you can assist me with that, right? So you could still assist me with your charge. But we need 3 pickaxes. And I don't have more pickaxes. I don't have any way to get more pickaxes. This allows me to reroll 1 blue. Does it have a Vanguard symbol? It's got 1 Vanguard symbol. Should I just hope I get another Vanguard symbol? I mean, I can get a double Vanguard here. I don't need wrenches for anything. Like, so far I haven't seen wrenches out here at all, right? There's a computer. There's a pickaxe. All right, I think I'm going to roll. I mean, if I don't complete it, you can complete it. But both of us have to roll a danger die is the only problem. So it's like, if I'm going to roll a danger die, should I just go all out and roll everything? Yeah. If I'm going to have to roll a danger die, I don't want to fail and then have to do this again. Well, that wasn't good. I got 1. That's not good. All right. So technically, I've succeeded. And we can go to log 22. But I didn't gain the 2 alien track. This requires me, hang on, before I do that, though, I didn't succeed, because this is going to require me to get rid of 1 die. So, all right. Oh, hang on. I'm going to use this. This allows me to roll 1 die from my spent pool, which I just spent. Woohoo! I got my pickaxes. So I got a pickaxe. And I got a wild. So I got 2 for the 3. You could spend one of yours and get if you spend one of your charges, then I can get my 3rd success. So, all right, so we got pickaxe, Well, hello, microphone. Pickaxe and 2 vanguards. So that is 3. 1, 2, 3. And then now I get rid of you, and then I exhaust you. What? Oh, she's not in her bed. I was like, why is my microphone moving? I was like, I thought, is my microphone under her bed? No, she's laying on the opposite side of the bed. So that was my first action. All right. So we gained 2 alien tech leads. And we got a 0 and a 1. All right, so let's go ahead and complete this one so we guarantee that we get this one. So this is a mineral discovery. Oh, dang it. Every time I get a pickaxe, I'm supposed to have been pulling for this. So technically, I would have pulled 1 more, which is a 2. So that's fine. So I got the 1, so that's that. These 2 stay out. This one goes back in. This gives us a 2. So we can put that on the alien tech. Or do you want the flowers? We already have an alien tech. You want the flowers?
Flowers.
I was doing alien tech.
Just put it there?
No, well, that's going to complete it. That's a 2.
Oh, that's it.
All right. So we got that and that. Those stay out. Whoops. That 2 was supposed to stay out. I don't think you can use the ones to satisfy the danger die. Technically, that die has already been used. The danger die, or the accident die, only is used if a card says you have to activate something on it. There's nothing in this card saying I have to activate that die. So that die is still usable for changing it. And technically, you change it before you have to activate it. So you still get the chance to change it before doing whatever the thingy says to do. So like on this one here, it's got that danger symbol, but you still get to modify the results before resolving the special effects. And you resolve the special effects from top to bottom. So this one, we modified. So we're good to go. Yeah, that's one of the confusing things is about those accident die. If you watch... whoever did the official playthrough, he does a lot of like how to like live stream plays to teach how to play the games. He mentions that multiple times that the accident die is not a bad die because you can still modify it. So yeah. All right, so we have the Strange Flora Superfluid Slime, notoriously thick, notoriously tricky to contain. No, that's all it says it does. Ultra durable ceramic crust, ship management. When unloaded, move production project C09 ceramic plating into the awaiting envelope. Then remove this discovery from the game. Ooh, we got us some ceramic plating, it looks like. All right, so we did that, we did that, we did that. Now we go to log 22. Oh, Bella, can you, Bella,
No.
sweetie.
Mimi's, why are you there?
I don't know why she's there.
Vanguard, we are close to the signal source.
Proceed with caution, away team. Our advisors have several conflicting opinions as to what this thing may be. Some insist it is a trap, made to...
We got it. It's a satellite? Any ideas, Vanguard? It could have fallen from the sky.
No, it's buried too deep. It seems the end of this planet was rather explosive. A piece of the crust must have impacted the satellite in the wake of the explosion. Good find, away team. Grab what you can and continue the mission.
All right, oh, we gained another alien tech discovery. Oh, 3. We have to put it there, so that's.
So we waste 1?
Well, yeah, basically, but I mean, it goes back in the bag. But yeah, put us at 4, so the extra just basically. Or no, do you keep the extra? Because it says sometimes you could complete 2. No, I think it says remove all. I think it says remove all of them from the thing because it says, yeah, it says when it's 3 or more. So yeah, so we have to put the 1 back. But we lose the 3. That was a bad time to pull the 3. Solid superconductor. Ship management. When unloaded, you may discard this card to gain 2 energy. Well, that's not bad. So now we're up to 5 discoveries right now. So we're kind of at our max for discoveries. All right. They all fall down. All right. So we get rid of this one, and this gets destroyed. Well, it leaves the game, and then we get the last one. So the last one is strip mines. Wide swaths of the planet's surface are covered with strip mines, overshadowed by the hulking enormous machines. So this one we just have to scout the mines. No bad stuff. If we get a pickaxe and a strength, which means basically both of us would have to complete it once we both have die, we gain 3 mineral leads, which you've already got 1 mineral. If we just do a red and a blue, we get to go to log 9. If we don't do any of that, we can just fail and draw and resolve 1 event card. So technically we can fail that one if we wanted to. We just wanted to continue. Spin a die. Move 1 die of a color shown or any color if all 3 are shown from your crew board to your spent pool. If you do not have any die in your crew board, you must sacrifice a die instead. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So I actually would have had to lose a die instead of spending the die from my pool. And then I wouldn't have been able to get this success. So technically we would have to roll all that back. So I'm just going to discard 1 of my die now. I'll get rid of my green one. Yeah, so I'll just get rid of my green one. Yeah, I see what you mean. I thought you were talking about not being able to modify the accident die, not the danger die. Sorry, I was confusing the two. Yep. Gotcha, that's fine. I just get rid of 1 of my die. I'm down to 4 die, which means I can just keep exerting myself to do anything now. We might want to leave the planet soon. We do have to do, this is our last one that we have to do. All right, so that was my second action. So I flip this over, I draw an event card. All right, so I've got a erupting volcano and a sunny day. No. So nothing matches, so increase time track by 1. All right. Yeah, and that's the thing, Joe. We make tons of mistakes. It's hard to stream this, pay attention to all that. That's why I like when people are in the chat can kind of catch some of that stuff. But it's like so hard to like pay attention to all that and play the game and the rules, because.
And this has a lot of rules. Yeah,
and honestly, I tell you what, if we made that rules mistake and we weren't playing live, nobody would know, and we would continue to probably play that way.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing with games. Games are just meant, especially a co-op game. They're just meant to be fun and have fun and go through the story. At least this kind of game, go through the story. All right, so you have 2 actions. So you can do the same thing I did. You can exert yourself, which allows you to refresh 5 die, but you will have to get rid of 1, put 1 back in your box. Or you can spend a resource to get half your die back.
I exert.
All right, so then you just have to discard 1. We've not needed the compass, right? We don't need the compass. Something needed the compass once. Well, you know you need this, because this is on that thing. So I would say, yeah, get rid of your compass. All right, and then that allows you to refresh. Now, the only disadvantage of exerting, of course, is then you can't, then you don't get to draw a card. So like I'm out of cards, so I'm probably going to rest. So that way I can get all my stuff back. All right. So to do that, you just need a red and a blue to read the log to succeed. Right? If you, I don't know how you would not roll a red and blue. Like that one's another one of those ones that's confusing. Why it has a failure.
I can draw how many?
As many as you want. if you want to get everything, you need a strength and a pickaxe. You don't have a pickaxe, so you're going to have to use a Vanguard symbol for that.
So we need to use...
Which this allows you to do. Move one die from your roll pool to the owner's spent pool to turn one other die. Oh, no, that just turns it into a cross. Which, I mean, would technically work with that. This allows you to refresh till you're green. That's not really good either. Yeah. You have to hope for Vanguards.
So I need the red one.
You definitely need the red one.
And I need the Vanguards.
Yeah.
And I need a blue
You
one.
need a blue if you want to just do the... Yeah, if you don't want to fail, because that's how you would fail. If you just went for these two and didn't roll a blue, then you would fail and you'd hit the red. So now you at least will succeed with a red and a blue, even if you don't get the Vanguards. Yep. Got a Vanguard, got a strength. Wow, this is Audrey's game now for rolling. All right, so you're going to spend both of these. That'll get you this. Then you just have to discard whatever else you have. So you get 3 mineral leads. Joe says nice. So 3.
Wait. 1, 2, 3.
And then actually you get a 4th mineral lead. You get 1 more.
I got 2.
Because that Vanguard was acting as a axe.
There are too many zeros in that bag.
You get +1 card though. Just draw a card.
Oh, I never... Did I do that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
it
you
earlier.
did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's fine. We're up to 2.
During a dice check, re-roll 1 die.
Okay. Kevin says, woo, woo. All right, so there we go. So we are going to go to log number 9.
Yeah.
9.
What were they digging for?
Lime. The walls and piles contain mostly calcium oxide and calcium hydroxide. I guess they were making concrete.
Enough concrete to fill a small sea.
All right. Uh-oh. New objective. I thought that was all we needed to do. Find out what concrete was used for. Replace POI Sector 6 with P1116. All right. Well, we don't even have a POI there. So we're just adding one, I guess. Replace mission card 21. So we completed this one. With mission card 22. All right, so mission card 22. Wherever we go, we see signs of massive construction efforts this civilization undertook in its final weeks. But what were they building and where? The roads and transport systems point to an area not far from here. Objective: find and unlock the Doomsday Sphere. Doomsday. When you fulfill this objective, you will be asked to discard this mission. Oh, discard this mission. All right. So I thought we were almost done. Nope. Oh, it didn't tell us to turn that into P000. Was that a mess up? Because if we go to log 9 again, it's going to tell us the same thing, right? Remember, it says that's not completed until it's P000. I don't want to hit 9 again. I'm not going to try that again. I'm going to go down here. Maybe it changes once we come down here. Okay. So that was your first action, right? That was your first action. Okay. So you have 1 action left.
So to move here, what do I need?
You have to use both of your die, basically. You have to discard both your die for that one. And it just means you're going to have to rest or exert when you get down there the next turn.
But so if I want to go here, can I go here as my
Yeah, it's your second
second
action.
thing?
Yeah. So if you come down here, and then you just have to spin your 2 die that you had left. Right? Yeah. Oh, did we go over this? Did I read what the Doomsday Sphere was? I don't think I did. You can always check the paper log to see if something was missed. Ah, good point. That's if I've downloaded. I don't have the latest paper log. What was that? Log 9? Log 3. Logs. Yeah, if you don't use an app, you get to do this. Old school. Log 9. Ah, yes. If there's no more P113, replace with P000. That's what I figured. It was going to have us do that. So that didn't make sense why we would be able to do that again. There we go. Thanks, Kevin. Good thinking out. Good looking out. Good thinking. Yes. All that. Doomsday Sphere, protected by the seismic movements by an intricate system of giant springs and pistons, shielded with a thick shell of super hard alloy. The sphere must house something important. Open the sphere is what we're trying to do. All right. So, to succeed, we need to roll strength, pickaxes, or wrenches. And remember, I was like, oh, I got rid of my... Oh, no, I didn't get rid of my wrench. It's like, oh, I thought I was like, oh, I haven't seen wrenches yet.
Oh, yeah.
If we get any accidents, though, then we have to do the bottom, which is draw and resolve an event card after 3. So it's 5 for us to continue. 3 makes us do an event card. So, but that is the last. That's the only thing that one does because it's got the finish symbol on there. But it did add 2 more icons. Luckily, there's no icon there. They could have been really mean and added another icon there. All right. So there we go. That is that. That was your second action. So flip your little thingamajiggy over. All right. So what do you have for symbols? You have, oh, those are towers. Looks like a mountain. Okay. Well, you do have the towers because the towers was on here. Technically, this had almost every symbol known to man on it almost. Still need to get a green screen set up. I said when we moved to the new house, I was going to do that for you guys. So yes, if they match, you lose 1 supply or roll the danger die. On this mission, you better just roll the danger die. You have a higher probability of not getting, well, unless you can't discard a die, which is what happened to me, and then you'd have to permanently remove a die.
No. Oh, I don't know.
Or we can lose 1 supply. I can go back there and get us more supplies, but we do lose a success token by doing that. Success tokens are only used for us to rank up. That's all success tokens are used for, is for us to rank up. So if we're not worried about ranking these characters up, I can go get us more supplies.
We'll see.
I mean, I'm gonna have to use supplies, or I'm gonna lose a die on the next time, and I have no cards, so I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna use 1 supply.
How many do we have? 3?
We have 4 supplies left. I can get us 2 more. Yeah, I can gain 2 more supplies over there. Oh, we also have this.
3.
We also have our emergency kit. Hang on. Yeah, we also have our emergency broadcast system. Crew member may discard 1 charge each, and that gains us 2 supplies. So we have this as well.
So I don't know. Still.
So we could if we don't mind each losing 1 charge, we can get 2 more supplies. I don't know. I mean, the chances of you rolling an injury isn't much. No, it's low. It's only, hang on, you got.
But you know my luck when they're rolling.
You've been rolling really good. So it's a 2.
It's either really good or really bad.
It's 2 out of 8. Everything's 2. Everything's on the die twice. So it's a 2 out of 8 chance that you would roll a wounded die. It's a 2 out of 8 that you would have to remove 1 of your dice from the game.
Pray.
Okay.
Oh no.
Kevin hates his computer. You're gonna have to discard 1 from the game.
No, I don't want to.
Then you should have used the supplies.
You said to roll that.
I said you could, and then I was thinking, no, maybe the supplies would have been the better option. Well,
I can refresh to green. I can refresh to green if I what?
Well, but no, you don't want to get rid of your greens because we need those strengths for this.
Yeah, right.
So you want to keep your greens. You want to keep that red. You definitely want to keep these. If you're going to get rid of anything, one of these 2, because these are the generic default dice.
This
one. Okay. All right. All right, so we'll flip over our things. right. So back to me. I got 2 actions. So I have to rest. There's nothing else I can do because I can't even move out of that space. Well, I can. I can move out to go over there by rolling the danger die. Resting will give me half of my total. It's half of your total dice rounded up. And that includes the dice that are in here. So it's still 6. So we still get 3 dice back. So, yeah, I'm going to rest so that way I can draw. Do I draw 1 card or 2 cards? Do I draw it on my hand? I think I just draw 1 card. Reduce the supplies on the track and the lander by 1. Boop. If you no supplies, you cannot rest. You have to use exertion. Refresh half your total dice rounded up, available and in spent pool. Oh, no, it's number of dice available and in spent pool. So, no, it doesn't count the ones that are in our box. Oh, Kevin says, into the dice jail it goes. And then draw 1 section card. So, draw 1 section card. So, we know we need the pickaxe, right? For that. And then we know we need... I'm going to double check in the rule book to make sure it isn't... I thought when I watched the other video, they said it was half of your total dice, including the ones that were in jail, as Kevin called it. Time tracks, landers, mods, danger dice, crew members, events, sections. Check the dice. Modify. Where's resting? Should be a lot easier way to find things in here. Special effects.
It is an index.
No. Ship management, resetting, threats, injuries. We've actually done pretty good not having any injuries yet. Danger die, time track, equipment. The only place they talk about rest is in the tutorial. Crew member skills, events, sections, dice checks. Place with multiple. Yeah, I think that's the only place it's talked about is in the tutorial. All right, that's fine. Assisting, remaining. Oh, here we go. Rest action. Perform rest. When you rest, refresh half your total number of section dice rounded up. You currently have 5 dice in total. In this case, all of your dice are in your spent pool, but in the future may have some still in available dice slots. Count the total number in your crew board. Okay, crew board. Okay. So yeah, it does say crew board, meaning things that are in our box no longer count. So yeah, so I can only refresh 2 dice. No, it's not. That's no bueno. If I would have exerted, I could have refreshed 3, but I'd lose another die. But you can't lose anymore after you get down to 3. 3 is the minimum they'll let you play the game with. All right. So that was my first action. The problem is, in order for me to even move, I need to spend die. I have to go down where you are, which were the 2 die I just refreshed. I don't like that. I guess that's what I got to do. That was stupid. All right. That was my second action. Draw an event card. What symbols are up there? I got a volcano, a sunshine, or a skull. No. So that means the time track goes up 1. Boop.
What happens when we get there?
Then we replace it with G02, whatever G02 does. All right. So back to you. I can't even assist you. That's how.
Oh my god, no.
Well, because I have no dice to assist you with. So it's like I made it down there to you, but I can't even assist you. I probably would have been better off just doing 2 rest actions up there. Oh. Don't get COVID, guys. It's like don't do drugs, don't get COVID. Takes forever for it to get out of your chest. You can do the challenge.
The challenge is the strength.
Well, no, you got to get your dice back first.
Oh, so I have to get one of these? No.
You either get half your dice back by using supplies, or you exhaust or exert yourself, which makes you discard a dice. But you get up to 5. Okay, then we're going to use a supply.
We have 2?
We can get 2 more back. We can get 2 more by using our charges.
So this is, so I get my.
You get half. You only get half when you rest. Resting is not very advantageous. Plus you get a new card.
So I need this one.
And then you
Plus I get 1 card?
you draw a card, and then you have to discard a card. Yep.
During a dice check, reroll 1 red. Reroll any, or move 1 from the roll pool to their owner's spend.
You're not going to be able to do that because you have to be there. That's kind of like an early game, I think, item. Oh, but this one, I forgot I got this extra wrench thing for my construction arm. This actually will come in handy. Hiccups. Okay. So that was your first action. So your second action, you're going to attempt it. You don't want exclamation points.
But there are 3 there.
No, that's fine. You can spend multiple turns to complete it.
Oh,
You don't have to complete it all at once. We kept trying to complete it all at once, but you don't have to. Use one of the alien techs to cure the COVID. How do we know that the COVID didn't come from the alien tech?
Aye.
All right. Well, you have absolutely nothing in that roll except for a guaranteed one of those. So you probably definitely want to re-roll. You can spend as many cards as you want.
Pero, okay, so it would be this one and reroll the green.
Well, you can spend both of them and
But
re-roll both of them.
I see. How many of those things are there?
There's a single, a double, and then I don't know how many of the exclamation.
So I reroll.
Well, no, well, you can roll that one just to get rid of the
I needed 2 Vanguard.
2 Vanguard.
2 Vanguard. Thank you.
Vanguard. There you go. All right. So this one you don't need to re-roll unless you want to. You can do that and maybe get that, but you could also get the
same thingy.
but there's only 1 on this one.
I can get it.
But look how many not.
Pero I can get it.
It's your choice, Mimor. It's your
I
choice.
don't know. You trust me.
I trust you. I trust you.
You should not sometimes.
There's lots of muscles on that. Muscles. So that is 3 para abrir. So 1, 2, 3. So you almost completed it. All right. That's all I think you can do. All right. Event card. Yes, we have that symbol. We have lose 1 supply or roll the danger die again.
Oh.
Again, we can get 2 supply. The other thing is, remember, if you get down to 0 supplies, you can just keep exerting. Exertion doesn't do anything once you get down to 3 die. Like, it's almost impossible to fail the planet unless there's something that can kill you. I don't know how many planets can kill you. So, if you do this, again, you can get a wound, you can get an injury. I'm sorry. You will discard a die anyways, because if you get you can get a wound or you can get nothing. Half of it's bad, half of it's good. Or spend the supply.
No, we are not. We're gonna lose all. Well, you said we can get.
We can get 2 more.
2 more.
With our
But
charges.
just 2 more.
But again, right now, that's only giving us 2 die back. It would be better for us to exhaust at this point. At this point, supplies don't matter anymore because we are only refreshing 2 at a time. Exhaust would refresh 3, and we'd have to discard 1.
I'm scared. I'm afraid of. Wait, I mean, I can't make bad decisions.
Well, it's co-op game. Do whatever you want. Yeah, it does. If you need to sacrifice a die and you only have 3, you get an exhausted injury. Oh, you get an exhausted injury instead. So we do get an injury.
No, no injuries.
So you technically you could lose. So where do they go through exertion? Time track leads event section 9. Where do they go over exertion? That is tutorial cleanup.
Injuries.
No, I was going to exertion. Remaining crew members, second crew member, second action.
They need an index.
They really do need an index. First action. There should be a whole section that should just talk about in chapter 3, which is this. There should be a section that talks about exertion, because this chapter 3 is supposed to have all the extra stuff you didn't do. There we go, exertion. Exertion crew member, it's not blue, that's why. It's in the travel, prepare, rest. Sacrifice 1 die from the available section of pool, refresh 5 of your die. If you have a total of 3 or fewer available to die in your spin pool, you must gain exhausted injury instead of sacrificing. The exhausted injury means that we get an injury die. If you roll the symbol that matches the exhausted, critically wounded, where's exhausted? Which is a blood drop, then you have to discard a die. But can you ever discard more, or you can't ever go below 3, I thought, though. Injury instead of sacrificing a die. Yeah. If you get the person symbol, if the dice check has no track, activate the failure if available. Oh, if the dice check does not have a forward track, then you activate the negative effect if available. Okay. Yeah, that could start to get bad. But I didn't think you could discard. I didn't think you could discard down below 3. I thought 3 was the minimum number of die you could have. Although I guess that is kind of like your hit points. Do they ever talk about your number of die? Equipment capacity. Events. Dice checks. Where does it talk about discarding die? Move the section die from your crew board to the spent back to your section compartment. There's sacrifice here. But where else does it talk about sacrifice? Modify. Resolve injury die. So here in the example, they show that you're sacrificing a die, but it doesn't say like there's a limit. 2 icon, icons, dice, more dice. Put those back. Events, time tracks, landers, equipment, leads.
Danger dice.
Danger die. Threats, injuries. Flipping an injury, flipping an injury. Completing missions.
Resetting your game.
Resetting your game. Huh. Top of page 31.
Gracias index.
Gracias. No, that was Joe again. 31. Exertion. Here we go. Move certain times. Total of 3 or fewer section dice. Okay, so since it says or fewer, yeah, I guess technically yes, you could lose all of your die. All right.
I don't
So
want to lose my die.
okay, so you're gonna roll the. Well, no, the danger die could possibly make you lose a die too. The only way you would not maybe lose a die right now is to spend a supply, and then we can get 2 supplies back.
Okay, then
We have to complete this, and then make our way back to the lander to escape.
I'm gonna spend the
So
supply.
there's two ways to leave the planet. One is to actually lift off, meaning we make it all the way back over there, or evac, meaning they come and rescue us. But there's
How do we
probably bad things happen.
How do we win? Escaping.
Yes. Technically, we don't have to finish our mission on this planet. We can leave and come back and try to do it later. But the whole point of this is to finish the mission on the planet. I'd say we'll just spend the supply. We can do this. So we can do this right here. Crew members may discard 1 charge each and move. So 1 charge each. And that gives us 2 supplies.
Tengo
1,
solo
2.
un charge.
And then this goes back into the awaiting envelope. This is an envelope. All right. There we go. All right. So flip our moons over. All right. So I'm in the same boat. So I can either exhaust or rest. Rest would give me 2 die back and another card. Again, we can always try to go up there and sacrifice this to get 2 more. Problem is, though, is we need dice to be able to move up there. This is the problem. This one is that double move.
Yeah.
It's not this like this one is. Same thing here. That's a double diamond. Oish.
Oh, I had not seen that one.
Well, we didn't go that way.
Yeah.
We went up because we didn't want to play with the danger die. All right. I'll use the supply. I mean, we just spent the energy. I'm going to go ahead and use the supply. I'll get 2 back, so I'll get my blue, and then this. I have a convertibility, so I think it would be best to do this one because then I get wrenches, right? Because we can use wrenches. Yeah. Which this is my wrench dice anyways, but then this is my double die. How many do we need? We need 2 more successes with no failures. Plus I get to draw a card. You can never have less than 3. See now, Joe, that's what's weird though, because like you said, on page 31, it says if you have 3 or fewer die. And the exhausted injury makes you get rid of a die. So that's that confusing part. It says if you have a total of 3 or fewer section die in play. So you have to be able to get less than 3. You can't get less than 3 from exerting, but on the exhaust card, it says that you have to get rid of a die if you roll the blood draw. And if you roll the person thing, then it makes the bad thing happen on the card. So I think you can. I think just for exertion, you can't go less than 3 through exerting. But your exhausted die could make you go less than 3. All right, so this one allows me to reroll a blue, which is good. This one allows me to reroll any. This one I can refresh 1 die. This one I can roll 1 die from my spent pool. Oh, that's good. And add it to my roll pool. All right, so my first action was resting, so I got my second action. Ooh, look at that. Double Vanguard. That's not even worth doing anything on that one. That is a double Vanguard, so 1, 2. So I spin that. Let me go to log 240. 240. 240.
Captain's log, entry D427.
To the unknown creatures from the distant past in this distant world, I salute you. When our team finally began to crack the dome's inner layer, we expected a myriad of things. An archive, a vault, created by the people of this world to carry their legacy beyond the apocalypse. Yet again, we were wrong. Inside, encased in protective carbon nanofoam, was an object as old as this planet, a stele that predated the civilization by millions of years. With their last dying effort, these creatures protected an artifact from an even older time, and resigned to the thought that all their history and culture, and even their very lives, were less important than this one cracked relic. I keep wondering whether humans would be capable of such sacrifice. The object they saved for us bears a clear resemblance to the architecture of the Eye of the Void. There's no doubt the builders who created the Eye and our star map also left this stone as they spread life to this planet. What does it mean for us? Are there other steles like this on other planets? Was there one on Earth? The sides of the stele contain code we have
He
yet
said
to
steal it and
unravel.
he changed it to still.
Atop it, we found one large symbol, alien, yet familiar. A glyph that seems to symbolize uplifting, raising up, with several small dots scattered at its base. This last piece of the puzzle helps us understand some strange discoveries on this planet. The first evolved species here uplifted many other species through genetic engineering and bionic modifications, something that would never cross the minds of humans back on Earth. We will have plenty of time to ponder this and to study the stele on our journey to the next world. Let us hope this time we find more than just ashes.
I didn't know what a steely is. Congratulations, you have completed the mission. Discard M22. That's me sweet. Move R02 research project builder's landmark from research projects to the awaiting. Oh no, R06. I was like 02 is already up. 06. All right. This goes in here. Move 002 objective from, I think that's what happened last time. I think I forgot to scroll. And the scroll's backwards too, and it scrolls way too much. Okay, move 002 objective from eons past, from bridge cards to awaiting. Maybe I should just grab this thing.
See, I know. You're exercising your obliques.
Yeah, I'm exercising my obliques. All right, so this goes in here. On many planets, you must return to your lander after fulfilling the objective. Here, simply place all of your crew member models back in the lander sector, sector 1. Ooh, freebie!
¿Qué?
Freebie! This one's a freebie because it's still kind of tutorial. Freebie! So all that we were worried about for the supply so we could make it back, we didn't need. It's because it gave a freebie. But we don't know that. That's not always the case. Sometimes you do have to make it back. So we were planning ahead. Remove remove L1 landing card from the scanner. Okay. Then remove it from the game. Another landing on this planet is not. Oh, so this one we can't go to more than once. So all the stuff we didn't do,
We will never do
we'll
it.
never be able to do. Yeah. So some planets you can go back to. So this one again, I think it's a tutorial planet, so it's not meant to go back to. If there are any unique discoveries left on the planet board, discard 1 success token if you have any to gain these discoveries now. I think it's worth it because we're not going to be able to rank up anyways. So I think it's worth it. There you go. Crystalline Shard, ship management. When unloaded, place research project R05 scintillating crystal shards in the awaiting envelope. So we currently have more discoveries than we can take back. Oh, I don't. Oops. Important. Each unique discovery can only be found on one specific planetary exploration in the game. However, if you miss a unique discovery during the exploration, there's always an option to either return to the planet to find it, or in rare cases to gain it via other means later in the campaign, which we can't because we can't come back to this planet, so we're taking it. Open the ship book to page 25, leaving the planet and begin ship management. All right, so we're going to go ahead and begin the ship management. Enjoy. Close. What did it say? Page 25?
I think so.
I should pay more attention.
I should too.
20, no, 32, 28, 24, 25. Leaving the planet. Here we go. We've never left the planet before. All right. I don't know if I need anything there. So, we'll see until ISS Vanguard. All right. Cleanup components. Each crew member returns their section cards and section dice to their section compartment. All right. We can do that.
Section cards.
Section cards, which are these.
Just together?
Yeah, and then you just put them in the front, and then your section dice, and the turn marker goes in there too. I would put the turn marker, just makes it easier. Should be behind the first, behind the first one.
And then my dice.
Your dice. Yep. All right. Return all equipment parts from the planet board on the lander and any next to the crew boards to the armory. So this we didn't even use our med kits because we never got injured. So this goes into the armory. Oh, put this off to the side. So armory right here. So we had two more pieces of armory equipment that we couldn't use just because we weren't running those sections. Because the tutorial, we did what the tutorial said, which was basically to create this in the first game.
No.
Yeah, behind this one.
See.
Yeah. All right. Return any POI cards with the X icon to point of interest. Return any threat cards with the X icon to the box, along with their matching standee. Oh. Any POI cards with the X icon. We can't come back to this planet, so I'm almost guaranteeing none of these are going to have it. I'm not even sure where it'll look. Probably like up here. Well, this I know goes back because POI 000 always goes back. This always goes back. I know 000 always goes back. We didn't have any threat cards. Turn any optional missions to missions. Optional missions. These can come back. Okay. I guess. All right. So that goes back to
Just
mission.
that one?
Yeah, it was just this one. 23. So I guess the optional missions can pop up a couple different times. 10, 23. Return all lead tokens to the lead bag. Yeah, right.
And what about this?
Maybe drop the app cam. Did I drop it yet? Oh, I didn't drop the app cam. There we go. Sorry about that.
What about this?
Yeah, all those
All
go back
of
in
them?
here. Yep, it says put all those back. Problem is I can't put this.
So we
really where
won't
you guys can see
keep
it.
working on the mineral?
No, we're done on this planet. That's why it had us go to the lander, because now we're leaving the planet. Return all turn tokens, time tokens, equipment tokens, markers, crew member minis, the lander standee, and the start token, all remaining dice to the box. All right, well, we're not going to do that yet, but yeah, so all this goes back. All of our minis. All that goes back. That goes back.
This one.
Where's your action? The little action token? The flippy token? Did you put it inside your section box?
Yes. You put it.
No, the oh no, that's right. There's only one of these. This is one we passed it.
Ah, sì, sì, sì.
Yeah, see. All right. Rulebook glossary doesn't say or fewer, makes it confusing. Yeah. I have to look on BGG, see if somebody mission accomplished, way to go. That wasn't as bad as I expected. I heard crew members definitely don't always survive. To be fair, they were pretty unsure they were going to survive. Yeah, see, that's the question: is what is the survival? Is it running out of dice? Because if we run out of dice, we can just keep getting injury cards. Oh no! You can't get more than 3 injury cards.
More than 3. Oh,
Yeah.
4.
4. Your 4th injury card will kill you. That's right. Okay.
High
So you have 3
probability of
injury,
dying.
and then it says injury card caution, high probability of dying. So then you have to use your med kits and your other stuff to get rid of the injury cards. Okay. That makes sense. All right. I guess we discard these because these are for this particular planet and they don't have that icon. Return all global conditions, which we don't do yet. Okay. Components checked. Make sure the following components are left on the table as they will be used in ship management. Planet board with all revealed POI cards. Oops.
Those?
Yeah. Oh, so they do need the 000. Okay. So it does need there. Okay. Deck of cards, discovery decks, event decks, and injury decks. Yeah, we got that. Crew boards, crew members, cards, and injury cards. Yeah, we got that. Lander board with its mods, gather discoveries, unique discoveries, success tokens, and rank up card. Go to page 26, docking. All right.
What's that sound?
I don't know. Some kind of wine noise.
It was beep, beep, beep.
Oh, I didn't hear a beep, beep, beep. Check the front cameras and the alarm. If there's at least one mission card on the planet board, or there is a mission failed token on lander, start at step 1. Otherwise, start at step 2. So there was the optional, but it told us to put the optional back, right? So there isn't one on the board. Discard excess discoveries. The total number of discoveries, unique discoveries you can bring back on your lander, or something is indicated on the space in the edge of the planet board. You have more discoveries than your capacity to discard any non-unique discoveries in excess. Unique cannot be discarded. All right, so we keep our 2 uniques. So we keep those. But then we have to discard, we're allowed to have what, 5? We have to discard one of these. So I don't know what this fluid does. It doesn't say it gives us anything. This one here, when unloaded, you may discard a card to exchange 1 die in each section. I think it's too early for this because I don't know what die to exchange yet. So I think that's too early. I think this is what I'm going to get rid of is the exchange die one, because you have to do this when you unload, which is what we're going to do now. And I wouldn't know what dice to get rid of. So we're not going to bring this one back. It's a live specimen. So we're going to bring these 3 back. Instead. Assemble available crew members. Each player take all crew members from the resting crew tray. So right in here, resting crew.
What do I do?
The resting crew members, take them out. Into their hand. Leave crew members on the crew boards where they are for now. Players who control more than one section keep their available crew members from all their sections together in one hand. Crew members in your hand are known as available crew members during ship management. We'll be able to assign them to tasks. Pages on the ship marked with a red person icon allow 1 or more crew members in the sections. You never assign the last available crew member in each section. Each section must have at least 1. All right. So I get the blue and the yellow. You get the pink and the purple people. Purple people leaders. So some upgrades require spending tech cards. Oh, okay, so that's what these are, this fluid. All right, so the slime. All right, so blue, yellow, blue, yellow. Also, if you go back to our tutorial, we did upgrade, we did level up 2 of our characters. So we do have the personnel files. So I did read the personnel files during the tutorial, but we do have our personnel file objectives in the back of these cards. So you should have 1 and I should have 1. All right, so these are our crew members that are available, right? So you have
4 new ones plus my...
Plus the ones that are in.
Oh, so do I put them there?
We each have. Well, this one she has to stay here because she's gonna have to go to resting. No, don't yet, because these might have to go to resting too. I don't know.
Okay.
Because it said just the ones that were in resting, we pull them out. Go to page 27, debriefing. Instructor. We don't have an instructor. Promote crew members. We can't. If the rank up was flipped, then we can rank up. If they do, replace their current with the rank sleeve. If there's no rank sleeves available, then they can't be promoted. After checking all crew members, at least one. Oh, they have to be alive. Yeah, so we didn't rank up. Okay. Create the success pool. Take all success tokens from the lander or the success token slot on the planet board. Add any success tokens from the token bag to the success pool. So right now we have 1 success from our success bag. Buy or sell dice. You may buy or sell all section dice. Do this, discard any number of success tokens equal to the number, which we can't because we don't have enough. So 28, unloading. Unload unique discoveries. In any order, resolve the when unloaded effect on the unique discoveries on the lander, or in the found discovery slot of the planet board. Then move that card to its corresponding slot on pages 29 and 30. All right, so unique discoveries. So we got 2, right? We got the crystalline shards. So we get research project R05. We put that in our awaiting envelope. Our awaiting envelope's getting kind of packed.
R05.
R05. Into this envelope is getting lots of stuff in it. All right. And then you discard the discovery, right? Oh, no, then move that card. Oh no, you move this. You move it in here. Okay, so you move it in here to show that you've got it. Got it. When you gain this card, each crew member draws 1 card. We already did that, so that just goes right here. All right. Gain bonus bridge upgrades. If you fill a complete row, which we have not because we need unique discovery 4, unload other discoveries. Any other resolve them in the found discovery, then move these cards to the gathered discoveries card on tray B, which is what you've got. The black tray is tray B. All right. So, but what about this one? This one doesn't have a when unloaded, so I guess we don't do that one. When unloaded, move production project C09 ceramic plating into the awaiting envelope.
Ooh, what project?
Production project C09. So we're unloading. All right. So you go in the envelope. All right. And then this, it's we'll put them both in there. Solid superconductor. Ship manager. When unloaded, you may discard this card to place 2 energy in the energy pool. Okay, we'll do that. So we get dos energías in the energía pool. Like Deadpool, but with energía pool. He's made out of electricidad. ¿Estás bien? No, hang on. You need un poquito de bebida.
No, but seriously.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then it says take these, and then it says put it in the found discoveries. Gathered. Is it gathered discoveries? Gathered discoveries. Sorry. Yeah. Put them behind gathered discoveries. That means we just basically can't get them again. Right? Because we already gathered them. But we have all those we can get. Store the lander. Return the lander board to the box. Place any lander mod cards in the awaiting envelope. All right. All right. So we come over here with the other landers. And then put this in the awaiting envelope. All right. Didn't say what to do with this. It doesn't say what to do with this one.
Maybe it goes back there.
Non-unique discovery on the lander or in found discovery slot It says move it to card B, so I guess it goes with the gathered discoveries too. That's fine. I guess that's what we're gonna do. It doesn't say what to do with those types of cards that don't have a win unloaded. 32 medbay. 32. All right. Install medbay upgrades. Take all medbay upgrades out of the awaiting folder. Do we have any medbay upgrades? Bridge. What are these? These are big cards. Production. Research. Campaign objective. Research. I don't think we have any medbay. Okay. So no medbay. Sin medbay. All right. Release non-injured crew members. Move any crew members from the away team with no injuries to the resting crew. Okay. So yeah. So these go to resting crew.
Adios, Millie.
So that means, yeah, it means this one over here we can actually bring. Oh, that's purple. Oops, this is the wrong one. This is yours. Am I blue one in there? Must have put in the wrong one.
Natalia Torres.
See me and Natalia. Hola, Natalia Torres. Injured crew members go to the med bay. We don't have any injured crew members. Make survival checks. We don't have to go. Okay. So page 36, memorial wall, which we're not going to need to do, but we'll go to it because nobody died. Memorialize the dead crew. Place each dead crew members that are unsleeved into the lowest numbered empty slot in the section. There are no slots available. Place a crew member into the first available non-section specific slot on 38. Apply bonus printed. No more slots on page 37, 38. Remove the crew members from the game instead. Store crew boards. Crew boards should be empty at this point. Place them back in the box. Go to page 39. Save point. 30. Save point. Okay. So the crew boards, don't need these anymore. Oop. All right. Most convenient time to end your play and save your game. Reaching another same point usually takes 2 to 4 hours. If you want to continue playing now, go to page 2 bridge. If you want to save, which is what we're going to do, we'll do the I'll probably do the book management, bridge management offline. I don't think people want to watch that again. And it says it can take another 2 to 4 hours. Although I don't know if that's talking about just the ship phase or if that's talking about the ship phase plus going to another planet. Because they really treat the ship phase as the first part before going to a planet. So I don't know. Record your current planet board. If the landing card that matches the name of your current planet was removed from the game, skip this step and proceed to step 2, which it was. We removed it from the game. Save other cards and trays. Return all threat cards and their matching standees to the box. No. Return all POI cards on the planet to the point of interest. See, why is it making us do that when... Oh, it was telling me to discard those cards. It wasn't telling me to remove them from the game. The points of interest. Remember, it said discard.
This one's.
These 13s. See, it says you'll be asked to discard this mission. Discard this mission. Yeah, it said discard them.
So
it didn't
what
say.
about them?
Yeah, they're gonna go back in their box. So it was saying discard. It wasn't saying remove from game. So that's the key thing to remember between the two is that they're going to either say to discard something or to remove them from the game. So now it's saying put all this back. So P000. Even though we can't come back to this planet, I guess they'll use these same cards for other things. So 92, 115, 114, 11, there we go. So 112, 113, 110, 1... Although it doesn't make sense because this log would be the same log. Log 240 is log 240. You can't come back to this planet. I think these should have been removed from the game, but this is written as if you can come back to this planet, but you can't come back to this planet. Remember, that's what it said in the rules. So technically, any card that is specific to this planet should be removed from the game. Same as these two missions. Mission 21 and 22 are specifically for this planet, right? Just makes more cards that you have to sort through. It's 21, 22, 23. Okay. So that is that. That is that. Place all available crew member. Return all unique discoveries. Plan board. Okay. All these go back. These go back to the discoveries. Unique discoveries. Events. Injuries. All right. Place all available crew members, cards in players' hands, which is what we have, into the awaiting envelope.
So the characters.
I put them in their boxes. It says put them in the awaiting envelope, but I'm gonna put them in their boxes. Just makes it easier to know which is which. So the blue symbol. Oops, you got the wrong one. Hang on. This is the purple lid. This is the yellow lid.
Wow.
This is the pink lid. Oh, you had both of my lids and I had both of your lids. That's crazy. That. Place the tokens from the success command pulls in the awaiting envelope. Where'd I put that? There it is. All right, so that's our little envelope. Returning POI, we did that. Close and store the Planetopia. Shuffle any discarded event cards back into the deck, then return the Discoveries deck, event deck, and injury deck back to card A. Close and store the ship book. So there we go. That is that whole mission to the save point. We might do the ship phase, but I think we'll do that maybe before we do the planets now instead of at the very end of the stream. Just that way we can plan for the planet we're going to go on. But let's go ahead and give our first impressions. There we go. Ezra. Thank you for the playthrough, guys. I think this game has too much going on for me, but it's fun to watch it be played. It does have, it's got a lot going on. So Audrey has the benefit of somebody running the stream, running the game.
Yeah.
I like multi-part things. I do wish some things were clearer, and I guess we'll get into the components and the items, and we'll go over that the rule book because that's probably the biggest thing. First thing is the components. So you see all the components here. You got this planet book. You got this binder.
There's
you got this. The A is for the planet. The B is for the ship. You got these little thingies to hold the characters, your dice, the bits. Mini Tauros. You didn't even see the bad guy Mini Tauros.
The bad guy?
Yeah, the monsters. They're in another box. I haven't even painted those yet.
But these are really nice.
Yeah, no,
Everything
Awakened Realms does
really
a very good production with lots and lots of stuff, lots and lots of things. The app does very well. I like the app. I do like that they give you the paper versions, although if you want an updated version, the paper version, you're going to have to print them out yourselves. We do have a wonderful secret envelope with stuff in it. We don't know what's in that. We're gonna have to get to that. The personnel files, we didn't get to do the personnel files this time, but I think that's kind of cool too. It kind of gives you more of a story about your characters, so you feel more invested in those characters. You're like, well, I really want to level him up, so you'll take him on the mission instead of using him for the ship phase. But yeah, I think all the components are great. The tutorial was good. I did the tutorial. Odd that you didn't do the tutorial. I think it did a good job of going through things. I do feel that Pellucid, which you can only go back to once, since you can only go back to it once, it's kind of weird that they didn't just make this another tutorial and then intentionally go through some of the steps that we were struggling with, some of the new stuff, like the exertion and the dices and stuff like that. When we left the planet, did we do liftoff page 29? No, because the app immediately took us to something else. So what if I do liftoff page 29? You may not terminate this introductory mission before you reach the objective. Follow your primary mission card M22. Oh, okay. So this planet won't even let you leave. You can't do log 29 until you complete both missions. So somebody in chat mentioned about how they think that you could die on this mission.
Oh, okay.
I think this is a fail forward mission because you can't go back to it. So I don't think there's a way that you could fail. And that kind of brings up a good point where we're talking about is like, can you literally go below 3 dice? Because if you went to 0 dice, you technically can't do anything. Your character can't do anything. You could assist with a card, but that's about it if you had 0 dice. So you would just have your injury cards. So I'm wondering if that's what would happen is if you had a injury, the exhausted injury that says you have to discard a die and you're already at 3, you don't discard a die, and then you instead take another injury card. So I'll have to look that up on MBGG. Somebody had to have answered that. But otherwise, like the components, the rule book could use some tweaking, mainly when it comes to a glossary of some sort, right? To tell you where certain terms are mentioned within the book, because it is very hard to find things in it because the rule book was written as a tutorial. It wasn't written as a rule book per se. Otherwise, though, like I said, it did a good job walking you through that. I think this book does a really good job of walking you through all of the steps. Some of it does seem kind of confusing when you haven't unlocked or done those things yet. You didn't use the player aid. The player aid does.
That is very nice.
Yeah, it does do a good job of knowing what you can do in your turn, and then what you do for your dice checks. So it's all on there. Once you get used to it, you don't really need to do that. But yeah, components, A+, 10 out of 10. Everybody says. We don't do 10 point ratings or 5 point
we
ratings.
don't.
No. Next is the mechanics.
Let's play again.
So the mechanics is the exploration, the doing the challenges, rolling the dice, modifying the dices with the cards, possibly getting injured. That's that first part. And then the second part is the ship phase, which you've not gone through. So, I mean, you really won't be able to talk about it. I can, which is basically upgrading and getting more characters and stuff like that, getting you more items, more gear, making yourself better so when you go down to the planet you can do more. What did you think of the mechanics?
I mean I liked it, but I don't think by myself I would not be able to understand everything that is going on. No.
Yeah, there is a lot going on, and we didn't even get to complete this entire planet because we had completed this. Like, we didn't come down here to 16 just to see what log 16 was. So we never got to see what was there. We also didn't go get this other one, which is how you would normally get unique discovery number 2, right? So I think we missed a lot of the points, the I forget what they're called again, our points, right? Our success tokens. I think we missed a lot of that, but I think that's part of the fun is that you can go back to planets and do it again.
Yeah.
So you can go back and find more and explore it more. You know, if we got to a point where we felt like we were going to die, we could go to the lander, lift off. Our people may be injured and we may need to get them, healed at the med bay, but we made it out alive, right? So I think that's kind of cool. Even if our people did die, that's what this memorial wall is for. So if we put them in here, for example, if the first recon person that dies, you may promote 1 rank 1 crew member to rank 2 or draw 2 more recruits and place them into rank 1 sleeves. So you lose one of your characters and say it was a rank 2 character. This will allow you to automatically rank somebody else to, and each one does that kind of stuff. Now you can't lose a lot. You basically can lose 3 from each section, and then there's 6 more for any section. But I think that's a neat mechanic too, that it has that in there. For 2 players, did you like playing with 1 character each? Do you think it'd be too much to play with 2 characters? Do you think it'd be better to have 2 characters?
I didn't feel it was a lot with 1 character, but because maybe I didn't get everything that we had to do. You did for me. So maybe, I mean, I didn't dislike it with 1, but
I think the only
maybe
thing that would
2.
be hard is the supplies.
Oh,
But would we
okay.
use as much supplies when we are able to send more people out because we have more dice to use?
Yes.
Because with only 2 people, we were using all of our dice to be able to do anything most of the time. Whereas if you have more people, they'd be able to help. Now, the way they offset that is because we didn't take the 2 people down with us to the planet, that gives us 2 more people to use in our ship phase. So it means we might be able to upgrade more things quicker by leaving them on the ship. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody would want to see us play with 2 characters, but
Yeah,
let us
we'll
know
have
down
to
in the
do it.
comments if you'd like to see us controlling 2 to see how 4 people work. I think what's nice is we play 2-player. We're playing it how they recommend 2-player. And then when we do the ship phase, we'll see how that works as well. Next is the difficulty. I wouldn't say that planet was difficult. I think it's going to get more difficult. I've read one line that it does get more difficult. And I'm afraid that if you do things wrong in the shipbook phase, you could really mess yourself up when you go down to the planets.
That's difficult.
Or you take the wrong people down and you can't accomplish what you need to accomplish on the planet. I think that can change the difficulty.
I mean, we survived, and that was maybe not difficult, but understanding everything
yeah.
for me is.
Well, and that is, again, that's with the difficulty. That's why they recommend 1 person who can get the rules to go through the tutorial once or even twice, they recommend. I watched the tutorial and the Pellucid playthrough. Again, I can't remember the name of the guy. He did the official playthrough. There's lots of good playthroughs. If I remember, I'll put a link down below to his channel. And then did the tutorial. And while I was going through the tutorial, I was kind of missing things. You go look at the tutorial, you'll see he does a lot of solo game designs. He did the solo game Rob that came out first on Everdell. He did the solo game for that. He came in, left lots of comments in our first playthrough of all the little things we're missing here and there. A lot of it was like minor stuff, but there is a lot to remember and a lot to keep up with. And during a live stream makes it even more difficult. I would definitely put this at about a 3. I don't think it's over a 3. You think it's over a 3? You think it's a 4?
Well, with the playthrough today, yes. I would say
I'd
almost
give it
4.
4. So we'll
4.
cut in the middle. We'll do 3.5. All right, I'll do 4. I don't know what it is on BGG. It is difficult. There's a lot to take in. I think once you've gone through maybe 2 planets,
Maybe, exactly.
you
that
probably, and once you go
changes.
through the ship phase, also there was a lot of you waiting on me to get cards and you waiting on me to get stuff. So maybe this is why they recommend the person that's doing the reading and doing the controlling doesn't get the cards. The other person's supposed to get the cards. But I had them all over here
Okay.
instead of giving you. That might have made it a little bit more because they say it keeps it more engaging.
But it's nice that they even say those things.
Yeah, that they in the rule book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next is fun at 2. I enjoyed it at 1. I knew I was going to enjoy it at 2. So
Okay, bye.
I enjoyed it at 2. I think it's better at 2 just because again you're playing with somebody else, you're helping make decisions and going through the
And
paces
helping the other player.
and helping the other player. Do I think it would be better at 3 or 4? I think it'd just be a different experience. But for us, I don't see any problem why 2 people wouldn't be able to pick this up and run it through and be able to accomplish what they want to accomplish. And have fun.
I did too. What I don't like, and I know, I mean, today is the first time we play and all that, is the waiting. So when
Waiting.
it turns like too long, the waiting while you complete your turn, and then waiting while other complete a turn, the other complete
yeah.
turn.
Well, and I think that's one of the reasons why they mentioned have the other people do the decks.
Yes.
Like give everybody else a job at the table.
Right.
So they have something to do. Yeah, I could see that getting a little bit. 2, the other thing is you get very diplomatic-y in what you're going to choose to do. So we didn't do the ship phase yet. But if we get to the ship phase, everybody has to kind of agree what they want to do. And then I think depending on the section, that section leader really gets to make the final say. So you're going to be talking it out and trying to figure it out. Do I want to do this? Do we want to produce this? Well, I don't want to waste all my people producing that. I'd rather be doing this.
And that is nice, but I think that, yeah, I would have to play this more times before getting to that point to enjoy that part. So I would have to, I think I will need to have full understanding of everything.
Yeah, and I think two
part.
players, again, it's easier to negotiate with two people, especially
with three or
when one
four.
of them is a controller and the other one is a pleaser, or feeler, wants to make sure that people emotional damage. No, but no, I did like it too. I'm gonna have fun. We probably won't get this played again before we go on vacation, but I think when we come back next year, this will probably be one of the first things. I think that's what we want to try to do starting next year is have our Saturdays be our campaign days and maybe have that stream a little bit earlier in the evening. That way we can spend all the time on the campaign, because this took about 2 hours without the ship phase. So if we say the ship phase adds another hour, that's 3 hours there. But again, Saturdays are nice too, because neither one of us work on Sundays, so we have to stay up till midnight and we're having fun playing it, which this was. I don't think you even realized it got that late, did you?
Well, I was checking I would check my phone a couple times, but because I was doing something else and I just saw the time.
And I think
But not
anytime it's an
because-
app, I think I have a shadow somewhere. Where's it? Oh, it's the microphone. I think anytime we have an app-based game that actually reads it to you, I think
And
that keeps us engaged more too.
I like a lot like the way they read it and the way it sounds and the
Sounds and
way
does that.
they talk and all that.
Last thing is the theme. So the theme is very reminiscent to like Star Trek, and a lot of people are comparing it to Mass Effect. I played a little bit of Mass Effect, and I do kind of feel that because Mass Effect has the same thing. You go out, you do missions, you get resources, you upgrade your ship, you upgrade your people, you send them out on more missions, you upgrade it, and so forth, and it's spacefaring. Star Trek, of course, you're familiar with send your away team down, you got your captain up on the ship with your science division and engineering. What did you think of the theme with the space?
Again, I think I liked it because there was a story and it was fun to listen to. And it was easy for me to understand it.
Easy to understand. Not lots of big words.
Yes.
They didn't get overzealous like they did in my father's work.
Sometimes
My
it's too
father's
much
work went a
for
little
my
bit
brain.
over. Now, one other thing I did back the reprint and the all-in for Uncharted? No. The other Planetary game, which doesn't have an app and doesn't have the assistance, and it doesn't have the ship phase. It's more about the planet and exploring the planet. I don't know how much story's in there. No, I've backed it, and we have to wait till we get that. So we'll see how these two compare once we get that delivered next year. But I think that is it. See if chat said anything. Kevin, thought you didn't use a 10-point score system. Yeah, no, we don't. Great Mission 1. I feel an XCOM. XCOM in the video game. I don't know. I didn't play XCOM. We haven't played XCOM board game. But yeah, XCOM, same thing. You do a lot of like mission building up your base so you can make your crew better, so you can send them out on their missions. Thank you for the stream. Thanks. Oh, that was Ezra earlier when he was saying thanks for the stream, that he this is too much for him to play, but he enjoys watching. And that's the same as like I watch Rob's Gaming Table. I think that's a lot of people, they like watching those kinds of channels because it's a game that they'd be interested in. You don't think you'd be able to get into it too much. So like there's games, unfortunately, that I know Oddity wouldn't play and I'm not going to get because of it. Like I watched them play, they're playing the new Arkham Horror card game, the new expansion, Red Keys or something, and I thought it was fun to watch. They did the Journeys to Middle Earth, or Journeys in Middle Earth. I think I would actually get that. It's an app as well, and you're building out the world, and it's Lord of the Rings, so you're going around and I don't think that you're playing it as the Lord of the Rings characters in the movies, but you're in Middle Earth, so it helps build that story out of Middle Earth. So I saw that and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But I get what he means. Sometimes it's fun to watch somebody else go through these big campaign type games and see the story, because you yourself aren't going to be able to have the time or capability to play those big campaign games, which is again why we want to try to do our campaign games on Saturdays so we can get through more. We have this, we have Bard Sung, we have more stuff on the way. We have Marvel Zombies, we have Zombicide Undead or Alive, we have Nemesis, we got more Destinies, we got V Sabotage. We have tons of games. We've not done a video. We're gonna have to do a video of our Shelf of Shame, or shelves, rooms of shame,
Yeah.
of games that we haven't played yet, as well as we are going to be doing some culling here probably after our top 10, top 50, top 25. I don't know how many top we're going to do this year, but our top games of all time videos. We'll probably do a culling video as well, which we're going to be culling for charity. I think that's it. Guys. We appreciate everybody coming out in the live chat, chatting with us, hanging out with us. Really appreciate our backseat rules drivers who kept us straight when we screwed up, although we still screwed up. But if you want to watch more ISS Vanguard gameplay or anything else that we play, what do they need to do?
Subscribe. Activate notifications. Follow us on social media.
Follow us on social media.
And
all that stuff. Until next time, guys.
Adios.
Peace.